How's everyone's full moon going on? Any symptoms, anything that I mentioned? Any headaches, anxiety, fear, anything going on? Or so far it's good?
थोड़ा सा एंगर, थोड़ा सा भर भर के इमोशन.
Emotional imbalance. Rest of you can type in if you don't want to speak. Headache. Yeah, headache is the most common symptom. Any throat issues can also be there. So yeah, we'll be conducting the today's live full moon workshop, although full moon is tomorrow. But we'll be doing it today and try to do it at least for the next 3 days, the same ritual. Don't forget to do our mantras. And I'll let Zarine take over if she wants to say something, if she wants to explain something.
Sure. So welcome. Thank you all for joining us. So again, with the full moon ritual, as Manindera mentioned, the full moon will be tomorrow, and then you will also want to continue for 24 to 48 to 72 hours, even afterwards, with the mantras and the meditation that we will do. So once we're completed today in the same group, we'll share out the recording so that each of you can access it and just fast forward to the mantras and the meditation and just repeat that. Either if you're able to do it in a room where you have access to the moon, to do it directly under the moonlight, that'll be the most beneficial, or even just sitting outside on your front porch and being able to absorb the energies from the moon as well too.
Right. So let me just give you a little bit brief about this particular full moon. It's called the wolf moon, and let's not go into too much detail, scientific details about the full moon, but let's understand what are the particular things that will be affecting in each and every one. As I mentioned also in my message that this particular full moon is coming up on the sacred day of divine feminine. So with divine feminine, I mean the divine feminine energy. Okay, so not just for the feminines, but even for the masculines, the divine feminine energy will be very much activated. That's why I said there can be a flood of emotions. If you already have emotional imbalance, if the sacral chakra is already imbalanced, so then this time you can see the flood of emotions coming up. Definitely headache, migraine, and if you already have some spondylitis problem or something, so then just be very careful about those things. Don't be too hard on yourself during this time, because again you have to take rest. You have to be in a position which is comforting for you. You have to come out from a place of love, peace, serenity. So all that, just try to be at peace. Even though the symptoms are coming up, try to be at peace. And peace, this mantra can only give you the peace, because again this mantra is for peace. Moon is the symbol of peace and calmness. So Om Som Somaya Nama, please, if you can chant it every night, it is so much beneficial. If you're dealing with any sort of anger issues, all the anger issues will be resolved with this mantra. But try doing it at least, do it for 21 days to see the effects of how your anger goes away, how your chakras get balanced, and how your emotions also get balanced. So sacred day of divine feminine, hopefully everyone will do this mantra and everyone will sit under the moonlight and take up all those energies that the universe wants to give us. Take up There will be a lot of energies that will be coming down. That's why headaches, migraine will be there, but don't worry about it. It's just for a little bit of time, but after this it will really increase your powers. It will increase your healing powers. Especially, you automatically will be able to heal yourself. And a lot of the other things that you were not able to heal till now, any past traumas, those will also be healed, because so much of healing is coming from the universe. Okay, so these are some of the characteristics of this particular full moon. Yeah, too much of soul cleansing is not required. Don't go too much into inner work and everything. Just stay in your comfort zone for now, for at least this full moon. For each and every sign also, let me mention what you guys need to focus upon. If I tell you overall you have to focus on your fears. Fears might come up all of a sudden. All of a sudden you might just think about something and you're like, I'm fearful of that. That is happening because of the full moon energies again. But work upon that fear. Try to let it all out, and the only way you can let it out is by crying. Just cry and cleanse it out of your body, because that's the only way the divine feminine can let all her pains out. Don't come from a place of anger and try to think about, why am I thinking about this fear? Don't overanalyze things. Cry it out and leave it, because as soon as you cry it out, you will feel the peace coming in. That particular fear, that particular frustration is just blocking your peace, wherever whatever past trauma comes up. And that is for all the signs. That can happen for each and every sign. For every particular sign, uh, if you guys want to write it down, which sign you are, and by sign I mean your sun sign, and only by Western astrology I am telling. I'm not going into Vedic astrology or something. So only by Western astrology. Also, this full moon is in Cancer. So remember, Cancer is a water sign. That is why emotional ups and downs are coming. But any of the Cancerians who are dealing with this full moon will go through intense healing automatically. So you don't have to put the effort to heal yourself during this full moon, especially. There is no effort required. Just be at peace, do your cleansing ritual, because you don't know that your body is internally healing. Cleansing is must, because it is releasing all that thing. That's why salt water bath again is a very important aspect. And if during this healing process any sort of pain comes up, especially in the knees or in the ankles or in the feet, then again do the cleansing with sage, or do it with Palo Santos, or you can use camphor also. These are the things that can help you get rid of the pain right away. And the pain won't be uh, too much of pain, but it will be just like a needle like pain sometimes we come across. So let's talk about each and every sign in particular. So if you are an Aries, things from your past can come up. So just make sure you're dealing with all the family dynamics very properly. Family dynamics can go up and down during this time. Again, chant the mantra, be at peace, nothing will happen. If you're a Taurus, then you have to reconsider your decisions. Whatever decisions you've made, whatever decisions you made this year or even last year, just use your wisdom, because we are getting new energies from the universe. So your knowledge and everything is increasing. So make sure you use your new knowledge and new wisdom to actually take those decisions and reconsider those decisions. So for the Geminis, things will be okay for you. It is not going to be too hard on you. Just be even in relationships and even in finances, things will not go too much up and down. So it is a comforting time for you guys. Don't have to worry. Again comes our Cancers, you will go through intense healing. But then with intense healing comes intense powers also after. So you will have a lot of powers. If any of the Cancerians are thinking to go into healing practices or anything after this, this is the very right time for you to do it. Because anything that has been lingering on till now, that has been pending till now, will be removed from your life. Any past traumas that you don't even remember right now. Because again, why this is happening? Because the full moon came during the Mercury retrograde time. So it is also affecting, the Mercury retrograde is actually helping us release all these things. It's acting as a catalyst to help us release all the things. And that's automatically happening. Leo's rest is required. Don't go too much fiery. We know Leo's fire sign, anger is too much in you guys, but please rest and recover from all the illnesses if there are any sort of illness that's coming in your life. Then comes our Virgos. Virgos, again, things will be okay for you. Some friendships might just leave your life because you are getting into new powers, and people leave automatically from your life. If your frequency is increasing, the low frequency people will automatically go away. So don't worry too much about it, because don't be too much attached to anything. Libras. Libras, again, it is the time for our Librans to start something new in their life. So after this full moon, you will be starting something in spirituality, because now is the time for our air signs to move forward in this, to move forward in the spiritual awakening zone. So Libras, you will go through intense healing during this full moon. So be careful about your migraines. And travel plans are possible for you guys. Sagittarians. Sagittarians have been hiding from healing from quite a long time. But finally, this is the time for our Sagittarians to, universe has seen our Sagittarians that they have been hiding. So now it's time to do the shadow work. Now you cannot run. And financially, you'll be much more stable after this full moon goes away. After this full moon ends. Capricorns, past pains again can come up. Inner child healing is required for the Capricorns as well as for the Aquarians, because Aquarians are also not able to have a balanced life right now. So make balance between your work life and your family life. Pisceans, situations will be good. I'm happy, Piscean myself, but situations will be good for you. Unhealthy habits, you might have to leave some unhealthy habits. If there's a habit of not waking up early in the morning, if there's a habit of eating junk, then yeah, you will have to leave all those unhealthy habits, because it's time for some spiritual training. It's time for some good hardcore training. So that is for all the signs. If you have any question about your particular sign, you can ask me. And after this, I will let Zarine take over so she can explain you guys how to get rid of all these things and some of the remedies too.
If anyone has questions, feel free to either unmute or you can put it in the chat.
Okay, I think they can just put it whenever they get a question.
So basically for this full moon, we specifically chose 3 essential oils. And how essential oils work is, if you are new to them or you don't fully understand them, is when you are breathing in an essential oil that is therapeutic grade, you are then breathing in the aroma where the aroma can actually cross the blood-brain barrier. So when you open up a bottle and you're taking a moment to just smell it, that's when it can impact different endorphins. It can impact everything through your endocrine system and your full body in that sense. So this is where they're so much more powerful than just breathing a beautiful aroma or breathing in something that smells nice. So the first essential oil that we chose was Arborvitae. So that is this essential oil. So this one is an oil which comes from a tree where this one will help individuals who believe or act like all progress must be made through a struggle or a solitary effort, which a lot of us are in that same boat, where we feel that unless we're struggling towards something, we're not able to achieve it properly, or if something comes to us with ease, we didn't deserve it, or it wasn't intended for us. This is where using this essential oil, you're able to then use it for trusting the divine, being able to unconsciously block any blockages or any stressors that are already there in your mind as well as in your life. So this is where, since it is a tree oil, all of the tree oils are very grounding and rooting. And especially during this full moon phase where we're wanting to be working on some of our past life traumas to be moving forward, depending again on your sun signs, this is where you're able to basically help find that balance from within, using the essential oils to basically then teach you, to help you understand what is important to hold close and what is able to be released. And that will also go through again a little bit more in the meditation. So this is where sometimes if you're having negative emotions, for example, willfulness can be a positive emotion, but it can also be negative. So for example, willfulness to say yes to everything, whereas you have to be able to set your boundaries and say no. Excessive effort, by putting in excessive effort, where you have to be able to understand what your true path is. And when you find your true path, it will come to you with ease. So being able to differentiate between what is effort that needs to be put in to move forward and make progress versus excessive effort. Then if you are distrusting, rigid, fearful, or controlling, those are all areas that are different emotions that we feel and hold in, where Arborvitae is a great one to help release that, to basically give that peaceful surrender, the grounded, trusting, and relaxed space. So that's the first oil that we discussed. So if any of you have any of these essential oils, feel free to use them throughout the meditation that we'll be going through again, where I'll go over some of these again a little bit later. The second oil that we've chosen for, again, the emotional. So the first two essential oils are basically for the emotional opening and the releasing. So then the third one will basically be for the inspiration and the ascendance. So the second one is Juniper Berry. So again, this one is a berry, so a fruit oil, where this is a great one if you are having nightmares, if you are having fear of the dark or unknown areas of yourself, whether it is unknown areas of your subconscious or unknown areas that you haven't been able to expose or unreveal yet. So this is where, if there are individuals that need help understanding where those fears are coming from and they're not sure how they can teach themselves, this helps encourage individuals to learn the lessons to face their fears. So these fears often live within the unexplored areas of ourselves. So what the full moon allows us to do is to start coming around, realizing, opening up, and releasing a lot of these emotions. And this is where you have that chance every month, over and over and over again, to start releasing all of those emotions and working and moving forward. So some of the other emotions that this works with is the irrational fears, recurrent nightmares, disrupted sleep, and avoidance. Avoidance is one of the big things that a lot of us may be facing in different areas of our life. So this is a great one where Juniper Berry, if you are doing like a salt bath soak, adding a couple drops into that as like a detoxification as well, that's great in there. Or even just holding it up and breathing it in through the palms of your hands and inhaling it and taking a few deep breaths that way. So the positive properties of it are It allows you to feel protected, peaceful, dreaming, courageous, and self-aware. So these are all of what we're working towards once our emotions and our traumas have been released. So then the third essential oil is wild orange. So with wild orange, this is our oil of abundance. So this is once we are done the meditation, if you have wild orange, you'll again just basically open it up, either smell it from the bottle or add a couple drops into the palm of your hand, rub your palms together, and just take a few deep breaths that way. So with wild orange, it addresses a variety of emotional issues. It inspires abundance, fosters creativity, and then it also helps support a positive mood. So as a lot of us have seen, citrus oils, floral oils, those are all beautiful mood boosters, where wild orange helps us reconnect with the inner child and brings out the spontaneity, the fun, and that playfulness. So that's where creating that abundance, once you've released and let go of all of that fear and anxiety, this is where creating that abundance for yourself is so important for us to be able to do. So back to you.
Okay, so these are some of the oils that she mentioned, and if any of you needs any of these oils, then we can definitely provide you with them. Other than that, again, I would come back to chakras, work on sacral chakra. It is the time to work on sacral chakra. And during this next couple of days, we will be working on sacral chakras during the daily meditation also, because we'll start doing that. And also the ones who are joining the course with me, again, working on sacral chakra, we'll be doing that in a pretty intense way, because we will be activating the divine feminine energies. So for now, as I said, only peace, comfort, anything, whatever's coming up in your life, forget about it. Whatever is coming in the mind, any sort of anger, any sort of trauma that is coming in your mind right now, let it all go, and then just chant the mantra. So I hope everyone has the mantra playing in the background that I sent. If you don't have, then please play the mantra in the background, or we can, I'm not sure if you're able to hear it from my end, because we do have to chant this mantra 21 times. And everyone has a mantra playing, or no? Or you don't have a device? Then we can play it from our end, because I want you to chant this mantra. It is Om Som Somaya Namah 21 times at least. And imagine it will be covering your whole body, it will be covering your whole aura. You need to feel the vibration of this mantra to get the peace in your body. So feeling the vibration is must, not just chanting the mantra. Let's see if we can play it from our end. Can we play the mantra from our end?
Yeah, I can play it.
Okay, sure. Okay, perfect. So I want you guys to chant it. Please close your eyes, sit in receiving position. Receiving position is this, as you all know. Sit in receiving position, hands on the lap, spine straight. Make sure the energies don't get blocked anywhere. All those who can switch their videos on can switch them on, please, because we'll be meditating, so we need to connect. Take a deep breath into your stomach area. And exhale out slowly. Take a deep breath again into the stomach. And slowly exhale out. One last time, take a deep breath into the stomach. And exhale out slowly. Start chanting the mantra, not just in your mind, but try to chant it. Om Som Somaya Namaha. 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 Keep your focus in between your eyebrows. Om Som Somaya Namaha. Om Som Somaya Namaha. Keep your focus in between the eyebrows. Keep chanting the mantra. Chant it a little faster. Om Som Somaya Namaha. 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 Keep your focus in between your eyebrows. Keep chanting the mantra. Om Som Somaya Namaha. Om Som Somaya Namaha. Keep chanting the mantra, and slowly we'll start the meditation. Om Som Somaya Namaha. We'll just be starting the meditation, stopping the mantra.
Go ahead and begin to find yourself into a comfortable position, either staying in a chair in a seated position with your feet firmly planted against the ground, or sitting up nice and tall with your hips grounded to the ground or on a cushion, or lying down using a pillow or a blanket to support your body, continuing to just focus on your breath. If you have an oil beside you, go ahead and choose either the Juniper Berry or the Arborvitae. Add a couple drops into the palm of your hand. Rub your palms together and hold them in front of your nose, keeping your eyes closed, just continuing to take a deep breath in and out from your nose, inhaling the aroma, exhaling. If you don't have an essential oil, just continue to focus on your breath, feeling your belly rise with each inhale As you exhale, feeling your belly button pull in towards your spine. Understanding that the full moon is all about releasing and letting go. Each month, it serves as a reset and the perfect opportunity to settle in and to think about what is not serving us in our lives so that we can get rid of some of that unnecessary weight, drama, stress, or anxiety. And specifically, this month, we're focusing on the soul renewal, the femme soul renewal. Continuing to focus on your breath. It's truly about nourishing ourselves. Continue to now release your palms and let them rest wherever they may. Continue to take your deep breaths in and out. Think about some of the things that have been stealing your peace, that have been robbing you of your joy, that have been draining you, bringing you down, exhausting you, and thinking about the part of you that is unconsciously committed to the struggle for things being challenging. Give yourself the opportunity tonight to see and find what it would look like to be in a space of ease and to release. Now, either staying where you are in that comfortable seated position or coming to lie down using pillows or props to ensure your comfort. Take a moment to find your most comfortable spot and let your eyes just continue to soften closed. Once you're fully settled in and supported in your comfortable position, allow your eyes to close. Any tension from your forehead, jaw, and shoulders release. Let your hands rest wherever they may. Allow your shoulders to roll down and back. Take a deep inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Again, in and out. Allowing yourself to just melt into the floor, the mat, the chair, wherever you are today. Giving yourself permission to really let go. Beginning to notice the breath, inhaling through the nostrils, and exhaling through the nostrils. Take your time as we're going to just create a lot of space this evening in our full moon meditation, focusing on our breath. I want you to focus specifically on the exhale, really letting that exhale bring you more into a state of being present right here, right now. I want you to imagine yourself somewhere calming, in that calm space. Your body will be under the moonlight, under that radiant full moon. Maybe imagine yourself on a beach, hearing the water while under the radiant full moon, or directly under the stars, feeling the expansive universe and heavens under the radiant full moon. Really picture yourself there in a meditative state under the moonlight. And you might notice, even though your eyes are closed, you might just sense the reflection of the moonlight on your body and the space around you. If you're anywhere near water, noticing how the moonlight glimmers and glistens on the water, and feel the vastness of this place, the peace and quiet. The only thing that you're focusing on is your breathing. So inhaling and allowing your belly to expand. Exhaling, drawing your belly button in towards your spine. Continue to be in this quiet stillness, really feeling the rhythm of the breath in and out. Allow yourself to absorb all of the energy from the moon just by sitting and basking in the moonlight. You can just sense it entering your entire energetic field. Allow your body to receive it just as easily as you sense it. Going deeper and now being in the state of oneness with Mother Nature, being in oneness with this feminine moon energy, in total peace. I want you to bring to mind anything that has been taking you away from your peace, and the resentment you've been holding on to, or any frustration, any feelings of anger, or any low vibrational thoughts and beliefs about yourself, your worth, and your value. Anything that you feel like you've been caught up in the drama of, Maybe a story about your past that's just no longer serving you. Maybe a way you've been showing up and behavior of self-sabotage or fear or anxiety. Just asking yourself what you're ready to let go of tonight to support this moon, to allow yourself to release what has been robbing you of your peace, to allow yourself peace of mind. Be honest with yourself without judgment or criticism, just recognizing it doesn't feel good when you're robbed from your peace. Go ahead and make that internal commitment to just let go of the attachment, of the drama, of the belief in it, and make the choice in this moment to change. Just notice what it's costing you, even if it's just peace of mind, but notice what else has this cost you. Just feel in your body, it's time to let go. It's time for a shift, for an upgrade, for a change, for release. The time is now. Imagine, what would life be like without this thing that's been robbing you of your peace? What are you going to gain by letting it go? How will you begin to feel better, to do better? What can you do by letting this go? Can you really feel it? Feel like what it's going to feel like when you've let it go. Feel the relief, the ease, maybe joy, maybe intimacy among yourself or someone else. Now, in your mind, I want you to repeat this phrase. I now release. And then complete the sentence with whatever it is that you are letting go of. And I want you to say it 21 times. So go ahead and begin to count as you begin to say, I now release. 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 And now, really seeing yourself in your future, having this released and cleared and transmuted, gone forever. It is settled, it is done, so it is, and since its essence, and feel what it's like now, feeling lighter, more at ease, more at peace. Let yourself feel that relief of having let that go, of having let it go. Feel the emotion of feeling relaxed, of feeling relieved, feeling relief, feeling calm, feeling at peace. Give yourself a little smile on your face as you sit or lie here. Feel proud of yourself for choosing to let this go. So much in front of you. New thoughts, new beliefs, new habits, new patterns, new you. Yes, just allow your internal to just vibrate and feel the high vibrations. Yes, taking a moment to really smile and feel. Feel the gratitude of this space. You just created this energy of the full moon supporting you. What beautiful, amazing work you have created. And just knowing that at any moment you can choose to put it down and let it go. If you're faced with that again, you've already made the decision. So now you get to practice just letting go of that old part of you that no longer fits, because this new part of you, this part of you that's more at peace, that is you, without all of that negativity or drama or fear or anxiety, old beliefs, old patterns, old thinking. This is you now, having already released and let go of it, coming back to your body, feeling yourself in your seat or lying down, feeling the energy and the space you created, that beautiful high vibration. Take a nice deep inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. And again, inhale through your nose. As you exhale through your mouth, really releasing and letting go of anything that might still be there. And then coming back, coming back. And when you're ready, in a state of peace, taking your time, placing a smile on your face, slowly begin to awaken your body. If you've been lying down, you can come back to a seated position. And when you're ready, just slowly begin to open your eyes, taking all the time you need. And if you have the wild orange essential oil around you, add a drop or two into the palm of your hands. Rub your palms together. Close your eyes and just breathe in the abundance of the aroma. Taking a few deep breaths in and out. And when you're ready, smiling again and opening your eyes. If you want to continue just lying down or just relaxing, feel free to do so. But I'll hand it off to Manindera to, we can close it out, or if there's anything else that you'd like to add in.
Sure. One last thing that I didn't mention, tomorrow, make sure everyone sits under the full moon and do the moon salutations if possible, at least 3 cycles of moon salutations, Chandra Namaskar. So if you can do that, that would be great. And after doing the moon salutation, the same steps you have to follow. Write in whatever you want on a piece of paper, manifestations. I would suggest manifesting for yourself, since it's the first full moon. So rather than thinking about the whole world, thinking about finances and thinking about every other thing, just focus on your own inner body. Otherwise you have like so many full moons to manifest a lot of other things in life. But for this particular one, try to manifest inner peace and forget about the inner conflict, whatever is going on in your mind. So write it on a piece of paper. And yeah, when you're sitting under the full moon, make sure you sit in this position. Put your left hand, and then on it, put the right hand, and then make sure the 2 thumbs are touching each other. So this is the position that you should be sitting under the full moon, at least for 21 minutes. It will help you balance out your sacral chakra. It will charge your sacral chakra. So this is the mudra for sacral chakra. So make sure sit in this mudra for, that is for all the feminines out there that I mentioned. Right hand should be on top, and for men the left should be on top. But try to sit in this mudra and chant the mantra for 21 minutes. Don't go into too much detail, at least this full moon. Next full moon you can manifest financial abundance and every other thing. There are things you can do specifically on other full moons also. So yeah, this is all that I wanted to mention. If you want to go ahead with something.
No, that's everything.
So we
Okay.
have to keep our crystals outside in the moon tomorrow, right?
Yeah, tomorrow.
Okay.
Keep it outside tomorrow. Also, you can meditate with your crystals if you have the rose quartz or any of the crystals related to peace and everything. Howlite is one major crystal during this time. But if you have carnelian, you have rose quartz, you have howlite, you can meditate with those ones. So these 3 main crystals for peace.
Okay.
Okay, anything else? Any other question, anyone? Or then we can conclude the session.
सिर में थोड़ा भारीपन है मैम।
सिर में होगा मैम, क्योंकि ऊपर से एनर्जीज काफी ज्यादा आ रही हैं. सो मैनी, जैसे पहले भी मैंने बताया था कि ऊपर से एनर्जीज टू मच आ रही हैं क्राउन चक्रा में, तो वहां पे सेंसेशन भी होगी. और ये कम से कम 3 दिन तक रहेगा. ये 3 दिन तो इसके साथ डील करना पड़ेगा. इसीलिए मैंने बोला कि जितना मंत्रा कर सकते ना उतना करना, बिकॉज सो मेनी एनर्जी का अपसर्जी कह लो, एक तरह से बहुत ज्यादा हीलिंग पावर्स आ रही हैं नीचे. तो जस्ट बी इन रिसीविंग पोजिशन, कि उनको रिसीव करना मत भूलना किसी भी हाल में, तभी इट विल बी बेनिफिशियल.
ओके, थैंक यू.
So tension
also,
would
lots of water too.
Yeah. So yeah, drink lots of water, especially after meditation. So you must drink a lot of water just to have the energy flow in your body. Yeah. So I think I am done. If you want to say something.
Okay, thank you all so much. If any of you are interested in any of the essential oils or wanted to create custom roller bottle blends that are specific to different energies, the full moon, different chakras, either reach out to either Manindera or myself, and we'd be more than happy to customize ones for you as well. But I hope each of you enjoyed the session today. We'll share out the recording shortly, and we'll hopefully see you next month for the next full moon cycle.
Yeah, we'll see you next month now.
Okay.
Thank you so much, everyone.